celebrity events, instantly at your fingertips. The app from 19 News.
I'm Rachel Knapp reporting from Capitol Hill for 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a controversial decision fast-tracked by Michigan regulators has residents fired up over a proposed data center. We'll have the details from the state capitol. Plus, protecting the Great Lakes. Michigan Senator Gary Peters says new legislation could be a game changer for our water, wildlife, and economy. And Congressman Jack Bergman says 2025 brought millions in funding, protected rural jobs, and put more cash in your wallet. We'll tell you what he considers big wins for Michigan's 1st District. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Kelly, good evening. Glad to be back and good to see you again. What are we doing right now for weather? How are we looking?
Yeah, glad to have you back, Kevin. You know, whenever we get close to a holiday, everyone is looking at the forecast to see how travel is looking. And I think things at the moment, you know, just getting surface level right here, we're doing okay. But yeah, it's still going to be cold. We'll have to deal with a few flurries here and there, but not for tonight. We're looking good on our radar. Temperatures right now into the upper 20s and lower 30s. Not expecting too much snow for this evening commute the rest of the evening, but snow showers likely pushing through into the overnight. Might impact your morning, but I'll break down everything you need to know, and it's crunch time to the holiday season, so I'll have your holiday outlook in just a few.
Sounds good, Kelly. Thank you very much. The Michigan Public Service Commission's approval of DTE Energy contracts for a proposed Saline Township data center is drawing sharp criticism from residents and consumer advocates. While commissioners say conditions were added to protect ratepayers, opponents argue the decision lacked transparency and moved too quickly for a project of this scale. Several residents are now urging legal and legislative action to block similar approvals in the future.
Many people took the time to show up, submit comments, and clearly asked that this matter be treated as a contested case. That did not happen, and it is not the outcome many of us hoped for.
Michigan's Attorney General also condemned the approval for not fully protecting ratepayers. We'll have more on the Commission's response tonight at 11:10 Central. Our local communities know how important the Great Lakes are to us. We rely on them for water, sports, and it brings in business. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp spoke with Michigan Senator Gary Peters about some legislation he says would help keep our lakes healthy and thriving.
Michigan Senator Gary Peters says keeping the Great Lakes clean and vibrant for us to enjoy and for future generations has always been a top priority.
All of us who live in Michigan know that the Great Lakes are basically in our DNA. It's something that we care deeply about.
Congress recently passed the Senator's Great Lakes Fishery Research Reauthorization Act, a bipartisan bill that would extend funding for the U.S. Geological Survey's Great Lakes Science Center for another 5 years.
You know, this is an act that allows us to have a better understanding of what's going on with fish populations in the Great Lakes. It's a huge economic driver. It's about recreation. It's about the future of the lakes. And we have not only our native species that are challenged at times, but we also have these invasive species that come in. So this is about surveying that, figuring out how we deal with that.
The Great Lakes region supports a nearly $5 billion sport and commercial fishing industry that relies on sound scientific research to protect and manage its aquatic ecosystems.
This bill would continue the many tools that help manage and protect these fisheries, which are integral to the region's economic and ecological health.
Looking ahead to 2026, the Senator wants to reauthorize the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative Act for another 5 years. Essentially, it aims to confront any direct threats to the Great Lakes health.
To make sure the lakes stay clean, to restore habitat. Already in the past, it's over $1 billion has been spent across the Great Lakes region. Many great projects in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, cleaning up some of the contaminated sands off the Keweenaw Peninsula, for example. But that money that authorization is going to expire, and so we have to extend it.
That bill would boost funding levels for this federal program from $475 million to $500 million. In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
As Congress wraps up another year, Representative Jack Bergman says 2025 delivered real results for the UP, from protecting rural mail service to putting more money back into local pockets. Our other D.C. correspondent, Brendan Scanlon, takes a look at what it means for Michigan's 1st District.
We delivered roughly just a little under $6 million for rural community for access for several Michigan, projects.
$6 million. That's how much federal funding Congressman Jack Bergman says he helped steer back to Michigan's 1st congressional district in 2025, targeting small businesses, farmers, and rural infrastructure.
Basically enable our small businesses and our farmers to do what they do and provide the economic resilience.
Bergman says the focus this year was simple: keep the local economy moving, especially in rural communities where every dollar stretches further. That included protecting services many people rely on every single day, like mail delivery.
There was a move by the Postal Service to shut down the processing center in Kingsford, and we fought that.
After community pushback and packed public meetings, the plan was reversed, keeping mail moving and jobs in the region intact.
And we got that reversed, so the mail delivery goes on.
Another priority for the former Marine: veterans.
Protect the veterans' rights, protect their information, protect their health care, and hold the Veterans Administration accountable.
And with rising health care costs top of mind, Bergman says it's a top priority, while also looking at ways to reduce health care fraud.
We're now living with roughly year 15 of the Unaffordable Care Act. So the system is broken, and it's not providing the affordability of health care, ensuring that people who need things like Medicaid, that it's there for them, because they are that population it was designed for 60 plus years ago.
Bergman says one of the most significant achievements came over the summer when President Trump signed the One Big Beautiful Bill Act into law. It was legislation he played a big role in crafting.
Because we're the ones that crafted the framework for the Working Families Tax Cuts Act. Our folks in the 1st District are going to see that they have more money in their pockets based upon the Working Families Tax Cuts. And it was meant for working families.
Bergman says the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, now called the Working Families Tax Cuts Act, will bring down costs and boost paychecks in 2026, while also ensuring essential services are available to those who need them most.
We need to continue to reduce and eliminate the wasteful, fraudulent costs. So that's where we, I believe, as the Congress, need to really focus on the budget side, and the programs that are funded or not funded need to be created, need to be eliminated. But that's what I see in the next year.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
Your first warning weather forecast with Kelly Rowland is after the break. She'll tell us how our Christmas temperatures are looking this week. And later, Jim Koski's here for Life in the 906. He's got quite the performance for us later in the show. I can't wait myself. Jim, we'll see him in a little bit, but we'll be right back after this.
I'm Todd Mackey, President and CEO of First Bank Upper Michigan, your local community bank in the Upper Peninsula. At First Bank, we have a unique investment team, comprehensive commercial services, and a passion for our community, where it's all about people.
Buckle's Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brewed beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
Tonight, we've got something all new. You wanted more Everybody Loves Raymond, and you got it.
Never ends for Raymond.
Ray Romano and Phil Rosenthal host.
What have we done?
Then, we get into the holiday spirit with a little help from Christina Aguilera.
These are a few of my favorite things.
It's Christina Aguilera Christmas in Paris, following the brand new special Everybody Loves Raymond 30th Anniversary Part 2, beginning 8/7 Central, CBS Tonight.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
At First Bank Upper Michigan, we're all about the people of our community. With banking services tailored to you, we're your partners in prosperity for all your banking needs. Join our community. About the people.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Merry Christmas from Shunks and Marquette. We have special deals from now to Christmas. Like this Lazy Boy Power Recliner, just $4.99. And if you need a little help, how about this Power Lift Recliner from Flex Steel for just $6.99. We have over 300 recliners in stock. Lazy Boy rocker recliners like this are just $2.99. We have a large selection of reclining furniture on sale, sofas, love seats, and sectionals. Merry Christmas. Dining room's on sale too. Shop Shunk Furniture at Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. It is crunch time until Christmas Day. This past Sunday, we actually officially started the winter season. The winter solstice happened. That was the shortest amount of daylight. Now we'll slowly but surely start gaining some daylight back. And now, again, if you complain, oh, this winter this winter that, now it's actually winter and you can complain all you want. But there's not too much to complain about for this evening. There may be a little bit of a light flurry moving on in from the west, but it shouldn't really impact all that much. But the overnight, we are expecting some snow showers to move through. So as a whole, for the holiday week, remember our high temperature this time of the year is 25 degrees. So I think if we see 30, that's something to be thankful for. But here's the overnight flurries that'll likely move through, should clear out by the time you get to tomorrow morning. We should even get some sunshine before the sun sets. Not going to accumulate much in terms of snow, maybe just a little bit into the overnight. But then Wednesday, now this is your Christmas Eve, there could be some light snow showers in the middle of the morning, early afternoon, so just watch out for that if you were looking to head to your Christmas Eve destination around lunchtime. You could run into a brief snow shower there, but luckily we're not looking at a major snowstorm system or a multi-day lake effect snow event. This is what the wind will be doing as well. We do get that northern wind into effect, so it will cool things down, make things feel a little bit cooler. We were originally, at least I was looking at possibly a good warm up, but the warmth that was supposed to be surging its way up is going to be pushed down by a few different systems. So I think Christmas itself will still be comfortable, but as for Christmas Eve, your nighttime until midnight itself, if you're headed to midnight mass or 6 a.m., not looking at any snow at this moment. It'll be cold, but this is pretty comfortable considering this is around or slightly warmer than our high temperatures for that day. And regionally across the Upper Peninsula for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Kwanzaa, I lowered the temperatures down, but this is still comfortable. Remember, 25 degrees is our normal high, so 32, 30, 34, that's really nice. But then once we get above freezing, you know, anytime that there's snow, there could be a little bit of that rain component to it, a wintry mix. So Christmas itself is looking dry. I think travels for Christmas, even if you're staying over at your Christmas destinations, we might run into some snow for Friday. But again, like I said, this isn't going to be 100% snow for 36 or 48 hours straight, which is always good news. This is what our map should be looking like across the entire country here for Christmas Eve. If you're headed out west, anywhere along California, there is some heavy rain that's happening there, and we get some colder temperatures up towards Seattle, so there's a little bit of some mixing likely going to be happening, but for much of the Midwest and then the East Coast, things are looking pretty calm, which is really nice considering all the traveling that people are going to be doing. So that's the good news. Slightly mild, slightly comfortable, at least for your Christmas Day outlook, and then we get much colder temperatures once we get to the second half of the weekend, but most of that heavy snow holds off for the holiday season.
Kelly, thank you very much. And coming up next, we're getting our monthly update with the Iron Ore Heritage Recreation Authority. You'll hear about the major developments they've made throughout the year and what's to come in 2026. That conversation's in 2 minutes.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Nagani. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
CBS Mornings. CBS Mornings on CBS and where else? Paramount Plus. CBS Mornings. CBS Mornings. CBS Mornings. See you at 7.
I want a mug.
Hard Rock is a name built to last. Michigan knows something about that. The Hard Rock Bet Casino app, That's built on trust too. So what you see when you sign up is actually what you get.
Don't believe it? Try the app yourself. If you're not up after 24 hours playing slots, then you get up to $1,000 back to play again.
Wants to get 200 bonus spins to play Huff and More Puff. Wins paid in cash. No catch.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here, Michigan. Roll with us.
Download the Hard Rock Bet Casino app today.
Okay, there's the signal.
Wait, hurry, he's coming.
Have a good round.
See you later.
All right.
What's that?
Toolbox.
Okay. Santa's way sneakier.
The UP is a great place, but sometimes the weather changes quickly. You'll always be ready with the WZMQ 19 mobile app. Available free right now from the App Store. Your local weather power tool from WZMQ 19. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. It's that time of the month when we check in with the Iron Ore Heritage Recreation Authority. And here with more is, of course, Trail Administrator Bob Hendrickson. Bob, Merry Christmas, first of all.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, glad to have you in, as always.
Appreciate
I know
it.
you want to talk about some of the major developments over this past year.
Yeah, I think we had a pretty successful 2025. We did a lot of improvements on the ORV corridors, especially in Ely and Humboldt Republic. Not to where we want to get them, but we're have a good start on that. So that's something that we are looking forward to continue on in 2026. Another one is the collaboration with the NTN on the Koski Woods project. So it's a 176-acre track in Marquette Township and Negaunee Township. And what we're going to be designing with that is a three stacked loops in there, mainly focusing on the beginner and intermediate users. This is going to be primarily used for hiking, biking, wintertime snowshoeing, maybe some backcountry skiing in the area. So it parallels alongside the Heritage Trail, and we'll be doing the flagging and starting the preliminary works of the actual groundwork next spring.
All right, exciting stuff. How are the trails looking like right now, Bob?
Yeah, overall pretty good. You know, we've had an early start to winter, I guess a normal start to winter you know, compared to what we've had in the past. A lot of the trail converts over to snowmobile trail, especially after December 1st. So to the west end, the Moose Country Snowmobile Club maintains the trail all the way to Marquette. And then to the east, the Alger County Sorba works all the way into the Carp River Kiln, and then across over that way too. So they're really get going. What we have going, we have an agreement with the Range Mountain Bike Association, the Ramba Trail group. They're doing the trail between Negaunee and Ishpeming for walking, snowshoeing, skiing. So that's been really well done. And we're also continuing that relationship with the Ishpeming Ski Club to, at times, bring in their piston bully when we really need to get the trails, you know, flat and groomed again.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah.
And I know that you love to talk about trail etiquette as well, Bob.
Sure, yep.
Remind people about how they should behave out there.
Yeah, it's not, you know, so a lot of it changes, you know, it's a lot of, not as busy as in the summer months, but there's a lot of things that people have to think ahead on the trail etiquette. The amount of time and energy and the money that it takes to prepare a snow surface for winter use differs a lot from the summer. It's not as durable, especially in warmer weather. So the big rule of thumb is think before you sink. So if you're using the trail and your equipment is going in below, you know, more than an inch sinking, you'll have to make adjustments. Either maybe change the equipment or not walk on it or not use it for that day. The other side of it too, you know, especially the trail between Negaunee and Ishpeming, a lot of walkers, and we encourage that. We want people to get out and use the trail. But if they're using the trail, we do track it for cross-country skiing, and we ask the trail users to use the opposite side of the trail for the opposite of the cross-country ski tracks. So they're not, you know, mashing up the ski tracks, and those are still usable.
Right.
So walkers to the far right, center is bikers and skate skiers, and then the cross-country classic skiers are on the left, or whichever way you're going on that trail.
Gotcha. All right, good stuff, Bob. We're approaching the end of the year. Great stuff this year. Anything you want to say about the upcoming year?
Well, you know, one of the biggest projects is the Lankin and Land. That's an extension from Coboggan Road to Lankin and Land in Chocolate Township. We're working on some detailed plans for that of what we're going to be rolling out. We'll bring that to the public at the end of January. and then we'll be using that as one of our primary projects for the upcoming summer in 2026.
All right, good stuff. Bob, always good to see you.
Yeah,
Hope
thank
you have
you.
a Merry Christmas, my friend. Thanks so much
Appreciate
for
it.
coming in.
Great, yep. Everybody have a great Christmas and Happy New Year.
All right, thanks, Bob.
Thanks.
And still to come on your 19 News, Jim Koski has your life in the 906. Plus, we'll tell you about the updates to the Escanaba Marina this year and what to expect in the future. We'll be right back.
Tonight, more than 100 million Americans will be on the move this week for the holidays, and we'll tell you where the weather is holding up and where it isn't, and meet the group that's trying to bring back Christmas caroling. That's ahead on the CBS Evening News.
Shop hundreds of Lazy Boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
Make Menards your destination for tools this holiday season. Power up your Christmas with skill. A 20-volt hammer drill kit makes a great gift. Power through any project with a circular saw kit. A reciprocating saw kit delivers great performance. Get the handy person on your list a jigsaw kit. Get your choice of skill power tools for only $79 each. Hurry, Christmas is almost here. These great deals won't last long.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Tonight, we've got something all new. You wanted more Everybody Loves Raymond, and you got it.
Never ends for Raymond.
Ray Romano and Phil Rosenthal host.
What have we done?
Then,
Christmas in Paris, everyone.
we get into the holiday spirit with a little help from Christina Aguilera.
These are a few of my favorite things.
It's Christina Aguilera Christmas in Paris, following the brand new special Everybody Loves Raymond 30th Anniversary Part 2, beginning 8/7 Central, CBS tonight.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Looking for your next level in real estate? Look no further than Next Home Superior Living. Stephanie's not just any realtor. She's energetic, talented, equipped with the latest technology, and decades of experience to serve you better. At Next Home Superior Living, we're not just selling homes. We're guiding clients and customers throughout the entire transaction. That's Stephanie Jones of Next Home. Visit stephaniesells.com and let her work with you for your next home. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Next Home Superior Living for your extraordinary real estate journey.
Welcome back, everyone. Mr. Jim Koski. Merry Christmas there, sir. I understand you're going to give us a little bit of a performance. What you got?
Well, Kevin, you know, this is the time of the year when things are insane, when we're rushing around and perhaps forget to appreciate the little things that make the holiday season special. So with that in mind, I have come up with an ode to Christmas. Now, hopefully Clement Moore doesn't roll over in his grave. If so, I apologize in advance. Ready? 'Twas the week before Christmas, and throughout the UP there was flannel before you, it was all you could see. The swampers were hung by the sauna with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. I delivered my cookies, I helped spread some cheer, and to certain old friends I gave Black Rock's beer. I made my way home, my speed was so nasty, because waiting for me was a hot flaky pasty. And when I arrived, what stood before me? A dude dressed in red standing next to my tree. Santa, I said, you're in the UP? Of course I am, Jim, he replied naturally. It's the best place around, that I will not begrudge. If there's two things I love, it's Kootenai and fudge. The people are great, even that one guy named Kevin, although he does need to eat a small slice of heaven. He left me my gifts and said, now I must go, 'cause your forecast calls for a dumping of snow. He jumped in his sleigh and took to the sky, but then he turned back, and I wondered why. He pulled up his sleigh, his brows in a ridge, and asked for $4, you know, the Mackinac Bridge. I gave it to Santa, and he said, yeah, super. And that's what I thought. He's really a youper. He took to the air, he left me in flight, yelling, Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. Have a great holiday week, everyone. Hopefully, Santa leaves you with a stormy chromer and some bug spray. I'm Jim Koski, and that's another slice of life in the 906.
Jim, you are a man of many talents, sir. I didn't know you had it in you.
I constantly amaze even myself.
Sounds like a true story, too, was it?
Well, it was, especially last year when Santa did stop by and he said, how come Kevin hasn't eaten?
Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, I'm kicking you off. There's only so much of you I can take, my friend. But thank you very much. That was fantastic. Thank you very much, Jim. And don't forget to join Jim weekday afternoons on Q107 WMQT. As the new year approaches, Escanaba's Marina and Recreation Department are wrapping up ongoing projects and looking ahead to new ones. In 2025, the Marina installed new landscaping, and the advisory board crafted a 5-year plan for upgrades like dock replacements. Last week, City Council approved a $25,000 replacement of the Harbor Master Building's roof, scheduled for 2026. The Recreation Department has been updating floors inside the 26,000 square foot Catherine Boniface Civic Center, and more upgrades are planned for next year.
A lot of the stuff we have in this facility, it's 1967 it was built, it's all original. So moving forward, we're going to definitely look at some opportunities to update a lot of maintenance and facility issues. We're going to concentrate on windows, LED lights.
This year, the department also constructed the majority of a new splash park, which should be completed by the spring. Last night, the Marquette Regional History Center hosted a performance by the Holiday Brass Choir. Local musicians came together to play an hour of well-known holiday tunes for a large audience, all while sharing the historic backgrounds of each arrangement. The 11-piece brass choir is made up entirely of volunteers and have been putting on these concerts since 2004, all with good reason to continue the tradition in the same space.
We could play probably in a different venue, but it wouldn't be the same. This is perfect because the acoustics are very nice and the audience is right there. We see their faces, we can tell they're enjoying it. We feed off of that energy that they give us.
The group played music written almost 2,000 years ago, along with more recent carols from the late 1900s. Now stay tuned. When we come back, Kelly Rowland will have our final look at weather.
Winter is here. Fox Marquette Ford gets you there. Now through December. Lease a 2025 F-150 for $399 a month for 36 months. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
We examine lab results closely. We monitor treatment progress meticulously. But what we see is you. We see how cancer affects the life you lead and touches the love you share. Even as we practice the latest treatments and consider the most advanced options, what we see is how we can provide the best possible care for you. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Cancer Care. What we see is you.
Is your body sending you an SOS? If you have high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes, your kidneys could be warning you about increased risks like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the hidden signal. Ask your doctor about a UACR urine test.
I do not agree with this holiday hot take.
You got 2 good hours out of me. We ate, we laughed, bye.
You should sit at home by yourself. And Alfonso Ribeiro is back. Plus, this boy's voice is unbelievable. Then, don't you think we all deserve a little vacation? On J-Hood.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 4 on WZMQ CBS. Followed by The Kelly Clarkson Show at 5 and 19 News at 6.
Winter is here. Fox Marquette Ford gets you there. Lease a 2025 Ford Bronco, Big Bend 4-wheel drive for $398 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Sign and drive. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
And a final look at your forecast. People are out and about enjoying everything it means to enjoy winter time in the Upper Peninsula. People are skiing and everyone's been pretty good at it. No one has fallen, so that is good news. And for tomorrow, those temperatures will round off into the mid to upper 30s. So it's going to be a really comfortable day, a mild day for tomorrow and breezy. We get a few flurries just before Christmas, but I'll have an updated outlook on your holiday outlook as a whole later tonight.
Kelly, thank you again. And finally tonight, Delta County law enforcement had a special holiday assignment in Escanaba this morning. Escanaba Public Safety and the Delta County Sheriff's Department turned on their sirens to transport Santa Claus around local neighborhoods. Santa delivered toys to kids in the shop with a cop program, but he was followed by the Grinch, who tried to steal the presents at every stop. Officers apprehended the Grinch, allowing Santa Claus to safely complete his route. Skradsky Family Funeral Home also delivered food, giving each family a full Christmas dinner. Santa Claus and the police were assisted by Delta County Central Dispatch. That's all the time we have for right now, everyone. We'll catch you back here later tonight with more headlines. See you then.
Got there early, expecting long lines and delays. So far, so good.